Hello, beautiful friends. I hope you can see I'm on, pardon me. Oh, that's not a very good view, is it? Right, let's turn the camera around. There we go. Oh, thank you so much for joining me, guys. I'm doing twin flame connection checks for you today. Just wrapping myself up in blankets because it's very cold here in England. So, let me just explain to you how these work. Now, when you buy a twin flame connection check through my website, it's a 15-minute appointment. You get a mini clearing for yourself and your twin, which includes grounding, chakras, and auric field. And you also get the twin flame connection check. And then I look into the stages that you're at, check any karmic cords, and offer you feedback from my guides. Now, these mini twin flame connection checks that we're doing today don't include all of that. I'll just be checking your twin flame connection. I'll be having a very brief look at what stage you're at in the journey. I will snip any karmic cords if I'm able to, and I'll get some quick feedback from my guides if there's anything coming forward. But this is a much shorter check. It's less than half the price of a full twin flame check. If you would like to book a full twin flame check, you can go to my website, happysouls1111.com. But today I'm doing the mini checks, which will give you the answer you're looking for. Are you dealing with a real twin or not? Now, just to explain how I do this, when I tune into your energy as a medium, I'm able to see if your twin flame lights are activated and if you have met your twin. Twin flames share energy, so if you have met your twin, I'll be able to see. So that's how it works. I work as a medium when I'm doing this. It's not something I check with the cards. But I do ask that if you want to have this check, that you are ready to receive the truth. I will share with the information, whether you're a twin or not, whether you've met your twin or not. And I share that with integrity. Of course, if you arrive at the conclusion that you don't want to accept my answer, I always suggest that you stay on the twin flame journey anyway. It's a beautiful journey. It's designed to help you fall madly in love with yourself and spread unconditional love throughout the world. So it's relevant to everybody. So if it is the case that you're not dealing with a real twin, it's not the end of the world. You obviously still have a spiritual connection with that person. And if I do find that you're not a twin, I will pull some cards instead to find out what the deal is. Suzanne Davos, thank you very much for your $25. I don't know if that's a donation, but you're meant to pay through PayPal. I'll add you to the list because I can't refund you through Top Chat. But please, guys, if you would like to book, you need to book through PayPal, not through Super Chat. Super Chat is for donations. Suzanne, I will add you to the list, but you need to let me know your first name and your twin's name, please. If you could let Linda know, and she will put it on the list. So guys, if you would like to book a mini twin check, please do so via PayPal and just include in the notes your name, your twin's name, or the person you believe is your twin, and also your YouTube name so we can match your payment with the person that is actually on the PayPal receipt and on YouTube, because your YouTube name may be different from your PayPal name. So don't pay me via Top Chat, please. That's just for donations. You need to pay via PayPal. And Linda, who is moderating for me today, she's keeping the list for me. So if you forgot to include anything in the notes, let Lindy MC know. You can see her commenting down there, and she will add the right details to your list. I will not be able to follow the list. I can't confirm anything for you. So glory. You need to check with Lindy MC. She is managing the list. I'll be doing the twin connection check, so I won't be able to zone in on that. So just a reminder to everyone, you need to pay via PayPal. There is instructions in the description box, and I will copy and paste into the chat here and there. So let's get started. Let's do this. The first person is Sina, and the person she believes is her twin flame is Brian. So I'm just going to tune in and have a look for you, Sina. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. I've got Cena. I think it's Sina. Okay, so Sina and Brian. Let's have a look. Sina and Brian. Okay, Sina, I'm really sorry. Brian isn't your twin. However, you do have twin flame lights activated. Brian is a false twin, so you may have noticed that he he's got a lot of problems. He's probably got quite destructive behaviours. So this is for Sina Evans, not Sarah D. And this is Sina and Brian. So because your twin flames light is activated, Sina, you probably are going to meet your real twin. Your real twin is probably incoming. I'm just going to pull a few cards for you just so we can see quickly what is happening with Brian. What do you need to know about Brian? Yeah, this is definitely not a real twin. And he is blocking you from getting into your union path. He's blocking you from meeting your real twin. He's blocking you from doing that inner reflection and healing that you need. Now, a false twin is very similar to a real twin. The signs and symptoms are all the same, but you know, they're usually a lot darker in nature. It's very hard to tell the difference, in fact, until you've met your real twin. But I'm sorry to deliver that news, Sina. Hopefully that does release you to get on the healing path and to meet your real twin. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, who's next? Kristen. Kristen, the person you believe is your twin flame is Vince. So let's have a look for you. So we're looking at Kristen and Vince. Kristen, Vince is your real twin flame. I can see from looking at your energy that you are knee-deep in the runner-chaser stage, and it appears that you haven't completed sexual union with your twin. So this means that since you've arrived at the twin flame journey, either you haven't been physically intimate with him, or those sexual union lights haven't engaged and you need to do the jiggy again. I am seeing a karmic cord on Vince's side. It's up very close, so I'm assuming this is a relationship he is still in. I can't cut that cord because there is too much unresolved karma there. There is also a karmic cord on your side, but it's a bit longer. So I'm assuming that this person you've long since left, probably 2 or 3 years ago at least. I can cut that cord for you. You're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed for a couple of days because all of that unresolved karma is going to rush to the surface at once for healing. So just sit with it. Try not to distract yourself from it. I'm going to cut that cord for you now. You need to get on the healing path, Kirsten, because you haven't made any progress in the healing stage. Your heart is open to healing, but you're not taking enough action. So the guidance from the guides is to please start, spending time in meditation, doing your research to figure out what's the best way to heal for you and pulling out all of those inner wounds so you can get on the healing path. You're going to feel a lot better. You must be in a lot of pain right now with this push-pull runner-chaser energy. So I hope that was helpful for you, Kristen. Okay, next up we've got Jennifer, and the person she believes is her twin flame is Sean. Okay, so let's have a look. Jennifer and Sean. Okay. Jennifer, I'm sorry, I'm looking at you and Sean is also a twin flame. A false twin. I've had a lot of these this week. So basically, as I described to Sina, this is someone who has been compromised in order to deviate you from your twin flame path. Your twin flame lights are activated, so you are going to meet your real twin, but the person that you think it is at the moment isn't your twin. Sean is not your twin. So let me just pull some cards for you. And for those of you that are dealing with a false twin, as I said, the signs and symptoms are very, very similar. It's very difficult to tell the difference. The biggest sign is that they are usually fairly toxic and destructive in their behaviours, but it's very difficult to tell until you meet your real twin. However, if you've met a false twin, chances are that you're going to meet your real twin fairly soon. So you've got an opportunity here to work forward with this. So, Jennifer, what I'm seeing with Sean is that, he's not even a soulmate. And I'm guessing he's very emotionally manipulative and very emotionally unbalanced, and that this situation has been very overwhelming for you. So I hope that information helps you get on the healing path, helps you prepare for your real twin. Okay, so next up we have Charlotte Clement, and the person she believes is her twin is Jordan. Okay, Charlotte. So Charlotte and Jordan. Charlotte, you are also not in a twin flame connection. Your twin flame lights aren't activated. So Jordan isn't a false twin either. You haven't met a twin yet, so let's pull a few cards to see what the connection is with Jordan. So he's not a false twin. You've not got twin flame lights activated. A false twin will only come in if your twin flame light activates. So yeah, we've got a lot of painful cards here regards Jordan. We've got the Three of Cups in reverse, the Knight of Cups in reverse, and we've got the Five of Cups in reverse. You need to release all the grief and disappointment and regret surrounding this connection. I'm guessing that he's not coming forward anyway, and there could be some karmic, I say karmic, it's not karmic if it's not a twin, but there could be a third party involved in your situation. Yeah, there's deception here, and a tremendous amount of emotional manipulation and deception involved with you, Charlotte, and Jordan. So I'm sorry about that, but it's not a real twin flame. Hopefully that frees you up to moving forward. Okay, wow, let's see who's next. Victoria. Victoria, we're looking to see if the person you believe your twin, Ralph. Okay, let's have a look. So Victoria and Ralph. Victoria, Ralph is your real twin. Twin flame lights are activated. Ralph is lit up on the DM side. So you have actually done some healing. You're moving into the surrender stage. It does, however, look like you've not completed the sexual union stage with Ralph. So if you have been with him physically since you've discovered you're a twin flame, you need to do that again. The sexual union lights generally will not come on until you've had physical intimacy, full sexual intercourse with your twin after you've discovered and understood and been awakened to the twin flame journey. So if you have been physical with Ralph, you need to do that again. Right, okay. Let me see if there's anything else. So Ralph has also got a karmic up pretty close. I'm guessing this relationship has either recently ended or is on the way out, because there is a kind of distance between them, but not enough so that I can cut that cord for you. So I need to leave that one with Ralph alone. There's too much unresolved karma between them. You have got two cords attached on your side, however. Both of these are old relationships, Victoria, and I can cut them. Because it's two at once, it's going to be a bit overwhelming, so I'm just going to do one. So I'm going to cut the longer one, and if you drop me an email in a couple of weeks, I'll be able to cut the other one for you. So I hope that was helpful. Stay on the healing path, Victoria, because you're doing well. As I said, your heart is open to healing. You're moving into the surrender stage. Crimson, who's just sent a top chat payment, you need to pay through PayPal. I don't think I can refund your payment. Hold on. No, so guys, please don't pay me through Top Chat. Top Chat is for donations only. If you want to get on the list, you need to pay me through PayPal. The instructions are in the description box below. I hope you can still hear me. I've just noticed that my screen went off briefly. If you guys could just let me know if I'm still online, because I'm working through 4G today because my home internet has gone down. Okay, let's have a look at who's next. Fiona and Lawrence. Fiona and Lawrence. Okay, Fiona and Lawrence. Let's have a look. I'm just checking with Linda if I'm still online, because I've noticed it keeps going off. Fiona and Lawrence, you're next, so let's have a look. Fiona, I'm sorry to say Lawrence is not your twin flame. You do not have twin flame lights activated, so you have not met a real twin yet, and Lawrence isn't a false twin either. So I'm just going to pull a couple of cards for you, see if we can shed some light on what the connection with Lawrence is. Let's have a look. Right, so I'm guessing Lawrence isn't coming forward anyway. It feels like he has definitely rejected you and he's not planning on coming forward anytime soon. So you need to hold back with him, Fiona. This doesn't look like a healthy connection. Lawrence is very self-absorbed. He's very wrapped up in his own pain. I feel like he's not communicating. He's not a karmic partner either. This is just someone that there's, you know, obviously an intense connection with. But I say to everyone, if you're not dealing with a real twin, stay on the journey anyway. First and foremost, it's a journey of coming into union with self. So I hope that was helpful for you, Fiona. Okay, right, who is next? So guys, if you want to book a mini read, you need to send the payment to PayPal, not through Top Chat. Lindy MC will be posting the links in the comments, in the live chat comments, and you need to include your YouTube name, your name, and the person, the name of the person you believe is your twin. I only need first names, but please include your YouTube name as well so we can match your PayPal payment with the person that appears on YouTube. Okay, so next up, Krista and Emra. Krista and Emra. Okay, let's have a look at Krista and Emra. Oh man, it's so cold. Krista and Emra. Wow, there's so many of these today. Krista, Emra. Emra is the false twin. Your twin flame light is activated, which means you are going to meet a real twin. But Emra sits behind where the DM is supposed to be. He is not a real twin. So let's have a look at what is happening with Emma and what you need to know about him. You can usually tell a false twin from, you know, they're usually quite dark or a bit toxic. The signs and symptoms are very similar. So it looks like Emma might be married anyway. I don't feel like he's coming forward or telling you the truth about this connection. It really does look like he can be married, and I don't see that he's going to be coming forward to make any offers to you. I'm really sorry, but he is definitely a false twin. So you need to stay on the journey. You need to get on the healing path because you will have a real twin incoming, but Emra is a false twin. I'm sorry about that. Wow, lots of false twins coming up today. Okay, Kayla J and John. Kayla J and John. Kayla, John is your real twin. I believe you have had a false twin also, and they may still be in and out of your life, but John is your real twin. So John and you, what stage are you at? Wow, I feel like you're pretty far ahead on the journey, Kayla, in terms of your healing. You're doing really well. So you are moving into the surrender stage at quite a rapid pace. Whatever it is you're doing for healing, keep it up. It does look, however, Kayla, like you have a karmic attached. It's up pretty close, and this would assume to me that you're probably still in this relationship or you haven't long left it, but there's a lot of unresolved karma there. I can't snip that cord because there's too much unresolved karma. So I need to leave that one there. Okay, John has also got a karmic cord, but this is a relationship I'm feeling he's left. There's quite a distance between him and that person. I'd be very surprised if he was still in that relationship. So I can cut that cord. It doesn't mean he's going to immediately leave that relationship. It just means that he's going to be able to deal with that karma independently and the magnetism will be somewhat reduced. So I'm going to cut that one for you. It does look like you've also completed the sexual union stage. And the advice from the guide is to keep doing what you're doing. You're doing really well. So thank you so much. I hope that was helpful for you. So guys, if you want to get on the list, you need to send payment to PayPal. There are links in the article description box of the video. Please don't send payment through Top Chat. And you need to include your YouTube name, your first name, and the first name of the person you believe is your twin. Okay, so next up is Melissa, who's the person she believes is her twin is Joey. So Melissa and Joey. Okay, Melissa, Joey is not your real twin. You do not have any twin flame lights activated, so you haven't met your twin flame. Bear with me, I'm just going to pull some cards for you. I just want to silence this arsehole that's being rude. Lindy MC, for some reason I can't do that, but if you could please. My internet's going really slow. I hope you guys can hear me. Right, so I beg your pardon. I'm sorry to have interrupted you, Melissa. Let me just pull some cards for you so you can see what's happening with Joey. So Joey has, you know, he's definitely a spiritual connection, okay? He's a spiritual connection. He's come into your zone of awareness so that you can heal and step into your power. He's come to trigger you to change, and you're not embracing this new opportunity for change. You're very focused on him. So you need to start investing in yourself. He's going to drift away, and you're going to feel very comfortable about that once you've stepped into your power. You're very psychic and you're not realizing this about yourself. So this person, Joey, has come to wake you up, which is why you've seen so many syncs with the twin flame journey. So I really hope that helps. Okay. Divya and Vishwas. Divya and Vishwas. You're next. Okay, Divya, let's have a look. Divya, Vishwas is not your twin flame. You do not have twin flame lights activated. So you haven't met a false twin either. I'm just going to pull some cards for you so we can see what is happening with Dishwash. Let's have a look. So, much like I just read for the person before you, he's not your divine masculine, but this is a spiritual connection. He's brought to wake you up. I do believe he may be married. It seems like there's a lot of anger in this connection, a lot of frustration, that you've been feeling very bitter and resentful. I understand it must be very painful, but you need to embrace this new spiritual start that's being presented for you. This is why Dishwash is here. He's here to wake you up, but he is not a real twin. But you need to get on the healing path. You need to start embracing your psychic gifts. So I hope that was helpful for you. Okay, who is next? We have got Song and Luca. Song, Luca is your twin flame. Hold on. Song, I'm going to have to do yours another time because I'm getting a lot of interference with yours. I'm sorry, it's just not clear. There's a lot of darkness surrounding your connection which needs to be cleared, and that's not something I can do now. So, Song, I will send you a refund. I'll ask Linda to send you a refund because she's managing the payments and the list. I'm really sorry, I can't check that for you. There's too much interference surrounding you or your counterpart. I don't know what's happening there, but I'm not able to see it clearly, so I cannot confirm for you. So I do apologise, Song, but I can't check that for you. Okay, right, next up is Crystal and Christian. So Crystal and Christian, let's have a look. Crystal and Christian. Crystal and Christian. Crystal and Christian. Wow, so many of these today. Crystal, I'm afraid Christian is not your twin flame. He is a false twin. So you do have twin flame lights activated. That means you are going to meet your real twin flame, but it is not Christian. He is someone who is designed to move you away from your real twin flame path. So let's have a look. So yeah, so you need to start working on yourself. Christian, you know, he's here to open you up to the truth of the twin flame journey. A false twin is a blessing in that way, but you're not embracing the lessons that are being presented to you for healing, and you're not understanding the purpose of this journey or responding to your twin flame awakening and spiritual gifts. You need to begin investing in that, and you really do need to let Christian go, because he is not your real twin and he will be blocking you from meeting your real twin. So I really hope that was helpful. I'm sorry it's not the news you were looking for. Okay, so next up we have Bonita, who we're looking at Andre. Bonita and Andre. Is Andre your real twin? Bonita, yes, Andre is your real twin. He has a karmic up very close to him. It's very close. I'm assuming that he probably is still in this relationship. I cannot cut that cord for you because it's too much unresolved karma there. Bonita, on your side, there is also a karmic cord, and it's also up very close, so there's more of a distance. I'm guessing this is a relationship you're still in, or one that is on the way out. Regards the stage you're at in your connection, I see that sexual union hasn't taken place. Now, this can mean that since you've discovered you're a twin flame, you either haven't been sexually active with your twin, or those lights haven't engaged because the heart has not engaged with the act. So you need to do that again if you have the opportunity, but it does look like you might both be involved in other relationships. Bonita, you have done a little bit of healing. Your heart is open to healing and you are moving into the surrender stage. But I'm guided that you need to commit to that, and you need to be disciplined in your daily practice. You're not allowing yourself the time and space to actually begin loving self and to begin healing. So I really hope that was helpful. Okay, next up is Melanie. We're looking to see if Howard is her twin flame. So, hello, Melanie. Let's have a look. Wow, so many of these today. Melanie, Howard is a false twin. You also have twin flame lights activated. This means you are going to meet your real twin, but Howard is someone that's been compromised by spirit to try and move you away from your true twin flame path. I'm just going to pull some cards for you. As I said, if your twin flame lights are activated, this means you have a twin incoming. You're likely to meet them very soon. But you really need to focus on healing. There's a lot of emotional imbalance at the moment. I do feel there is a very strong connection between you and Howard, which can be confusing, but you are being disempowered on your healing path through this connection with him, and you need to let him go because a real twin flame is incoming. There's a lot of deception with Howard. He's not honest with you. You probably already felt that something was a bit off, and you've been trapped in this connection believing he's your twin. So I really hope this information was useful. You can let him go, you can start healing, and you're going to have a real twin flame coming in for you soon. So I hope that was helpful. Jenny or Jeannie and Flip. I think it's Jeannie or Jenny and Flip. I'm not able to get a connection with you guys. I don't know if you've given me the wrong name, but there's nothing coming up for that. I'm just going to get Linda to confirm. So guys, if you would like to get on the list, you can send the payment to PayPal. Please do not send the payment through Super Chat. That is for donations only. The link for the PayPal payment is in the article description box of this video. There is also, it should be copied and pasted also in the live chat comments. It's $22 US, and you need to include your YouTube name your first name and the first name of the person you believe is your twin. But Jean and Flip, or Jen and Flip, I'm not getting a connection or anything for you. You need to give me more details, please. So you need to, I'm not getting anything from Jean or Jen or whatever it is and Flip. So Linda, if you could please follow up with that person and get some more information, because I'm not able to connect with the information I have. Okay, next we've got Joanne. Joanne, the person you believe is your twin flame is Rick. So let's have a look. Joanne and Rick. So many of these today. Joanne, Rick is a false twin. Again, your twin flame light is activated, but it's not Rick. So let's pull some cards. This is really unusual. I don't normally get so many false twins in a row. There's been loads today. You guys are obviously guided to me for this information because we need to get you on the real twin flame path. So Joanne, let's see what is happening with Rick. So Rick has come to wake you up. We've got the Tower here. We've got the Two of Cups. We've got the Hermit. And we've got the Lovers. So I feel like Rick has probably rejected you, abandoned you, or disappeared after a very intense connection. So we've got a very powerful lineup. Judgment is awakening. The Tower is the collapse of your ego, of everything going on around you. You've probably found this time quite tumultuous. But once you do that healing work, you have a real flame, twin flame incoming, Joanne. So you really need to focus on healing yourself and working towards that so you can be more ready for this real twin flame relationship incoming, but it's not Rick. I really hope that helps, but your twin flame light is activated. You have been awakened. Okay, let's see who's next. We have got Malya and Didier. Malya and Didier. Sorry, right. Malya and Didier. I hope I've pronounced your right name correctly. I apologise if not. So Malya and Didier. Let's have a look. Malya, Didier is your real twin. I am seeing both of you have a karmic cord attached very close. I'm guessing that both of you are in a relationship. It doesn't look like you've completed the sexual union stage, and you're also very deep into the runner-chaser stage, so you must be in a lot of pain. You really need to start healing, Malya. You need to open your heart to healing. Your heart chakra is blocked. I am going to clear it for you, but you really need to open your heart to healing and to get on the healing path so you can start relieving some of this pain you're in. I really feel like you're in a really painful place right now, my darling. I can't cut your karmic cords. It looks like both of you are still in those relationships, and there is a tremendous amount of unresolved karma in each of those connections. So that needs to be worked through. But I hope that was helpful. Please do get on the healing path. Okay, Amber J and Madeline. Amber J and Madeline, let's have a look at you two. You are not twin flames. I'm picking up that Madeline is a false twin also. I can't believe how many of these there are today. So Amber, your twin flame lights are activated, but Madeline is not a real twin. A false twin is usually quite dark or toxic, manipulative. You'll notice some really destructive patterns. The signs and symptoms can be very similar to a real twin, but Madeline is not a real twin. But this does mean that there's a real twin incoming. Yeah, we've got that there. So have you seen how many of the same cards are coming out when I'm doing these false twin card readings? It's mad. So you need to get off this path with Madeline. You need to bring yourself back into balance and start filling your own cup, because your real twin is coming forward. But you need to get ready. You need to start healing yourself. You need to go into hermit mode and do that in a reflection, do that in a work. I do feel like you're dealing with massive abandonment issues, and that Madeline's probably triggered you very hard. But there is a real twin flame relationship coming in for you, Amber. You just need to get on the healing path and embrace yourself so that you can be ready for that. I do think, you guys, those of you that have had the false twin news today, it really is a blessing to have a false twin before a real twin, and to understand this journey before your real twin appears, because you can be so much more prepared and so much more ready. So, you know, don't be disheartened. You've got a real twin incoming. This person that's your false twin is probably doing your head in anyway. So, you know, hopefully you're relieved to be able to have that news and let them go. Right, so next up we've got Tamara O and Peter. Tamara O and Peter. Tamara O and Peter. Okay, let's have a look. Tamara O. Tamara O, Peter is not your twin flame. Unbelievably, I'm also seeing that you have a false twin. I honestly am quite overwhelmed by how many false twins are here today. It's quite incredible. So Tamara, let's have a look at what is happening with Peter. Now, if he's your false twin, again, this means your twin flame lights are activated. So you have got a real twin incoming. A false twin is designed to keep you away from your true twin flame path. So let's see if we can get a feel for what's happening with Peter. I'm giving the cards a really good shuffle, because as you can see, in all of these false twin situations, we had the same cards out, which is really quite amazing. Right, let's have a look tomorrow. Okay, so I mean, this relationship looks to be very cold. There's a very there's not an equal balance of give and take, and it has disempowered you as a woman. It's like you felt just so unbalanced and so upset by this connection. You know, this person is cold and cutting, so they're not good for you. You need to allow the wheel to turn, and you need to move back into your power. There's a lot of abandonment and rejection themes coming through for you here. These are the wounds you need to heal. And you need to be honest with yourself. I feel like this person isn't true. We've got the Seven of Swords there. As I said, you know, so many of the same cards coming out for you guys that are false twins. So I'm sorry, Tamara, but get on the healing path. You've got a real twin flame incoming. Okay, let's see who's next. Monique and Olorunfemi. Monique and Olorunfemi. Okay, Monique. Oh man, again. Monique, Olorunfemi is not your twin. He is also a false twin. This is crazy how many of these we've got today. But God bless you guys. It really is a blessing to meet a false twin and to understand this journey before you meet your real twin. You've got time to be prepared. And for those of you wondering how soon, I had a false twin, and there was about a 4-month gap between me leaving that first connection and meeting a real twin. I didn't know I was a twin. I had no awareness that the first one was a false twin or the second one a real twin until years later, but it's only looking back now I'm able to understand that. So Monique, let's see what's happening with you and this guy. So this is quite lovely. I do feel like he is a soul connection that's come in to wake you up. He could be married, and I feel like this, you know, there is, I mean, false twins are complicated. Usually they are someone that has been meddled with by dark forces, but that can be cleared. There is a lot of counterpart and soulmate energy between you and this person, Monique. So, you know, this is a sticky situation for you to be in. I feel like you're waiting for an apology from this person. And there is a lot of codependent energy there still, but he is not your twin flame, and it's quite likely you will have a twin flame incoming because your twin flame lights are activated, but it's not this guy, although there does appear to be a soul connection there. If it's not a soul connection, this could be someone from your past or childhood, but they look to be married anyway. Okay, I hope that was helpful. So guys, if you would like to book a mini twin flame connection check, you need to pay through PayPal, including in the PayPal notes, your name, your first name. I only need a first name, the first name of the person you believe is your twin, and also your YouTube name so we can match your payment with the person on YouTube. Please don't send the money by Top Chat. That is for donations only. So I'm just going to have a little drink and a breather. Okay, so next up is Kristen, whose twin flame is Garen. I'm really sorry, Kristen, I can't read for you. I don't know why. My guides just guide me and they're saying no, so I'm going to ask Linda to send you a refund. I cannot read for you and Gary and Kristen. I do apologise. So I'm taking you off the list. And guys, I don't know why that happens. Sometimes my guides just say, no, we can't do that one. Please don't bombard me with emails asking why. I don't know. It's just the way it works sometimes. I am obviously not the person to read for you. That's just the way it is. There could be a million and one reasons. I don't know what it is. I just know that I can't do it. So, Kristen, we're going to send you a refund because I can't read for you. Okay, next up is David and Fiona. David and Fiona. Okay, David and Fiona. David and Fiona. Akshada, no. You don't need me to check again. You're wasting your money. If you've already had confirmation that Shiv Prasad is your real twin, you don't need to look again. I beg your pardon, David and Fiona. Oh man, there's so many of these today. David, Fiona is also a false twin. You do have twin flame lights activated, but it's not Fiona. So I'm going to pull some cards for you. I'm really pretty shocked at how many of these are today. I'm going to have a break after David and Fiona just for 2 minutes. I'm just going to have a drink, ground and clear myself because I've done quite a few now. So David, let's see what we can find out about you and Fiona. Okay, so we've got the Sun in reverse, we've got the Ten of Swords, we've got the Two of Cups in reverse, the High Priestess and the Queen of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so there's some truth that's not come forward about Fiona anyway. I believe this person has caused you a lot of pain when they've left you and they've rejected you and abandoned you, but they were here to wake you up into your spiritual power. We've got the Queen of Wands. She is the Queen of Fire and Spirit, and we've got the Eight of Wands and the High Priestess, which is rapid incoming change and a psychic activity. So you are being triggered to get into your own power so that you're ready to meet your real twin, but it's not Fiona. I'm really sorry. It looks like that person's really hurt you. Okay. Right, I'm going to have a little tiny break. Next up is Jenna and Antonio. So I'm going to do you guys in a minute. I'm just going to have a little break. A little pause to clear myself. I hope you guys are enjoying this. There's been so many false twins today. And that's really very unusual to have so many of those in a row. But, you know, the universe works in wonderful ways. You guys needed to get on the real twin healing path and be available to meet your real twins. So, you know, it's beautiful that you've had this news today. And just to explain a bit more about what a false twin is while I'm having a little break. A false twin is a person that has been usually compromised by darker forces to mimic the signs, symptoms and behaviours of a real twin. So it is really hard to tell the difference quite often. To be honest, until you've met your real twin, it's very difficult to know the difference. Now, for me, as I said, I didn't know I was a twin for a good 2 or 3 years after I met my twin. But it was on reflection that I was able to identify that the person I was kind of seeing before him, I had a very deep sense of familiarity, quite a magnetic connection. And there was also a kind of mild feel of telepathy. I knew when he was going to call me. You know, there were lots of syncs, and it was a magnetic but unfathomable connection. But it didn't feel as natural and beautiful as what it did when I met my real twin. So that the signs and symptoms really are very similar, but you will usually find that a false twin is a lot more toxic. They'll usually have much more destructive behavioural patterns, especially if they're compromised, and they will usually cause you a lot of pain. As I said, they're designed to keep you away from the real twin flame connection. So if you've discovered today you've got a false twin, the best thing you can do for yourself is to start healing. Let that person go. Start healing and trust that you've got a twin flame incoming. For me, there was only about 4 months between ending things with the person I thought, well, I didn't think they were my twin, but ending things with the person that I was seeing and meeting my real twin. Okay. Right, so I'm going to start again. Right, so Jenna and Antonio, you are next. Before I start, just to let everyone know, if you would like to get on the list, you just need to send your payment via PayPal. There is a link in the description box below where you can do that. You need to include your YouTube name, your first name, and the first name of the person you believe is your twin. That's going to help me tune in and make sure I'm checking the right people. Okay, so I can do a few more before I wrap up today. So get your name on the list, because I've been going for now. I'm probably going to do another 30 minutes or so. Right, let's do the next one. So this is Jenna and Antonio. Jenna Antonio is definitely your real twin, and this is quite lovely. He's really moving quite close towards you in your energetic field. He has got a karmic attachment. This is a very old relationship. I can cut that cord. This is a relationship he's had and left already, but there is unresolved karma there. So I'm going to cut the cord. That's going to help him resolve the karma independently. Jenna, there is a karmic up pretty close on your side, and I'm guessing this is a relationship you're either still in or you've recently left, or that's on its way out. I can cut that cord, but it is borderline. So I need to warn you that when I cut it, you're going to need to give yourself a bit of time to just reflect, heal, and work through the memories and the feelings that come up. It's not going to cause your relationship to end immediately if you're still in it. It's just going to give you some clarity and some space to resolve that karma independently. Now, I can see it looks like you haven't completed a sexual union stage with Antonio. If you have been sexually active with him since you discovered you're a twin, it's just the case that those lights haven't fully engaged, and so you need to do that again, and you need to make sure your heart space is open. Usually the lights don't engage because there is a heart blockage. So, okay, so I'm just going to clear your heart, and I'm going to clear his as well. You have done quite a lot of healing, Jenna, but you need to be really committed to it. My guides are saying it's something you do on and off. You don't stick with it, and you can be very indecisive in this connection, which creates an imbalance in the energies. It creates more of that runner chaser push pull energy. So you really need to try and settle yourself down and just get into the flow of a regular healing and meditation pattern. So I really hope that was helpful for you. There's lovely energy between you guys, and you've got beautiful bright light, Jenna. Okay, next up we've got Heather and Stan. Heather, Stan is also your real twin flame. Now, it looks to me like Stan has recently left a relationship, or could still be in this relationship, but it's on its way out. There is enough distance between them for me to cut that cord. It's not going to cause the relationship to end if he's still in it. It's just going to mean he's going to be able to deal with that karma independently. So that cord's been cut. Heather, you've also got a very long cord on your side. In fact, there's two. One is a relationship that's probably 5 to 6 years ago. I'm picking up that would have ended due to betrayal. And the other one is a much older relationship. This is someone that really broke your heart and perhaps left you quite suddenly. I can cut both of those cords for you. They're pretty old cords, so you shouldn't feel too overwhelmed by that. But if you do get all these memories and stuff pop up, make sure you sit with it. Now, the state of play, Heather, between you and your twin is that you are really into this runner chaser stage, and you have opened your heart to healing and started taking some action, but it's not consistent. And I'm guided that you may be a Reiki practitioner, that you have the opportunity to heal at an accelerated pace if only you would commit to your healing. Lots of self Reiki is great, but you also need to do meditation, and you do need to focus on digging out those wounds. There's lovely energy and protection between you. So I really feel like you're going to move along this journey really gracefully if only you just commit to that regular healing. So I really hope that was helpful for you, Heather. Okay, next up we have got Tammy and Joseph. Tammy, Joseph is your real twin. There is a karmic cord on both sides. Joseph is quite long. I'm guessing he's not in that relationship. I can cut that cord. Tammy, the one up on your side looks to be a bit closer. I do believe I've seen your energy before. I think I've given you an SRT clearing in this week. I'm just looking at the stages you're at. I mean, you are just not healed. You need to start healing. You need to take responsibility for your own healing. What I'm seeing is that you spend a lot of money with healers and you want someone else to fix you, and you're not identifying that that is codependency, the exact thing you're trying to collapse. You have to learn to heal yourself. Nobody else can heal you. They can help you arrive at a place where you're ready to heal, but you cannot get someone to heal you. You can't avoid that work. So Tammy, you really need to get on the healing path. You really need to start focusing on your own healing and taking responsibility for that, accountability for that. So I really hope that helps. Okay, next up we have Dee, and her twin flame is Brian. Dee, I don't see that Brian is your twin flame. Brian is a false twin, dear. I feel like you already met your twin flame. You know who your twin flame is. It's somebody else. It's not Brian. I'm going to pull some cards for you. I mean, the person that you have met is your twin. You know, you're pretty far advanced in the journey. This is really strange. Brian is stood behind your real twin. But you need to focus more on healing. I'm going to get some cards for you for Brian. So we've got the Lovers and indecision and not wanting to give up on him. So I feel like, you know, deep down you know that this person is not your twin. They're not a soulmate, but you're so indecisive about it. You spend a lot of time thinking about it, confusing yourself. There is an equal give and take in that connection anyway, but it feels like you don't want to give up. But you have met your real twin, and I feel like you must know who they are. So it's not Brian, but you do know who it is. I think maybe you don't want it to be that person. Okay. Next up is Chamois and Siobhan. Chamois and Siobhan. Okay, Chamois. Siobhan is not your twin flame. Your twin flame lights are not activated, so you haven't met a real twin flame. Let's have a look at what's going on with Siobhan. What is the energies there between you? Right, guys, I'm going to go for another 20 minutes, so I can take a few more of these. I am going to close the list. I'm just going to do a count up soon because I want to make sure I finish everyone. If I don't get to the end of the list, I will refund you. And I am doing this live stream again this evening at 9 p.m. UK time. There is an ad for this on my community page on YouTube, also on my Facebook group, and also on my Instagram. So if I don't get to you this time, you can certainly come and see me later. Hopefully I will get to you then. But I'm getting pretty tired now. I'm going to do another 20 minutes. But Shamra and Siobhan, let's see what's happening in your connection, because this person is not a twin. I don't see that your twin flame lights are activated. So there's definitely a soulmate connection with you here. It's so amazing how many of the same cards are coming up for these mini reads. There's definitely a twin flame connection. Sorry, not a twin flame connection. There's definitely a soulmate connection between you and this person. There's a lot of Pisces, Virgo energy here. I don't know if that's relevant to you, but you need to step into self-love and do some inner work, because I feel like the communication between you has been really hostile and quite immature. And you may have blocked this person or cut them off, or they've blocked you and cut you off. And both of you need to learn to communicate from a balanced place. The way you're communicating is born of your inner child wounds and your self-love deficit. But there's definitely a very powerful connection here. It's just not a twin flame one. It's a high level soulmate. So Shamwa and Siobhan, I hope that was helpful. But if you've blocked that person, you need to unblock them, and you need to be more. To be more mature in your approach to communication. Okay. Next up, Song and Dylan. I don't know if you've paid again, but you were one of the ones that I could not do. Is that the same one? Is it Sang and Dylan? I beg your pardon. I don't know, I'm getting a really similar energy from that one. Oh, sorry, it's because it's Celine and Dylan. Celine and Dylan. Selena and Dylan. Or Celine, I apologise if I don't know if it's Selena or Celine. Celine and Dylan. Celine. Dylan is not your twin flame. So I'm going to pull some cards for you so we can have a look. You don't have twin flame lights activated. We've got the Two of Cups reversed, Page of Swords, Ace of Cups. Isn't this mad how many of the same cards come out for you guys that are watching this? I mean, literally. Okay. So this person's rejected you anyway. I feel like there's been a really, just this feeling of being left out in the cold. A lot of immature conversation, which is designed to help you change and grow and to move into love with yourself. Again, there's a lot of immature communication here, very cutting, aggressive, confrontational communication. And again, this is born of a self-love deficit. This is born of not having learned in the family environment how to communicate in a loving way. And so you two, I feel, have really hurt one another. So there's a lot of karmic lessons with this person. It's not a soulmate, it's not a twin. And I don't feel like there's much optimism for relationships. This relationship was designed to help you change. You've got hermit energy here. This is about helping you go within and learn self-love. So a lot of syncs perhaps with a twin flame journey, but definitely not a twin flame. I'm really sorry about that. You've not got twin lights activated, so you're not on that journey at the moment, Celine. Right, bear with me. I need to get a verification code for Linda. Okay. Right, Sorry, Linda is managing my staffs. Okay. Let's see who is next. We've got Rachel and Ian. I'm just going to wrap my blanket around me properly. It's so cold here. Rachel and Ian. I'm just going to turn the light on as well. Rachel and Ian. Rachel, I'm really sorry. Ian is not your twin flame. I don't see that you've got twin flame lights activated, so I'm just going to pull some cards for you so we can get a feel for what is happening with you and Ian. But he is not a twin flame. The cards are a really good shuffle because we're getting all the same cards come out for these reads, which is so interesting. It's definitely a pattern in what cards show us what's happening. So again, we've got the Two of Swords in reverse. We've got the Star. We've got the Queen of Swords. Would you believe it? Wheel of Fortune again. Five of Pentacles again and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like you've been pretty indecisive about this person anyway, and you've been struggling to move away from them. You hold on to the faith even though they've made it pretty clear they're not interested. This person isn't an option for you. Okay, it's not a healthy connection, Rachel. And, you know, I feel like this person is quite emotionally cold. You need to step into your power, your divine feminine power. You're not going to get a healthy new beginning with this person. I feel like you need to learn to trust yourself because you buy into this person's lies. You're not able to differ between the signs. You're definitely being triggered to wake up and step into self-love. It could be that Ian is married anyway, is what I'm picking up. You're going to meet a high-level soulmate. You know, you need to get ready for that. You're a very spiritual person and you're being called to wake up and step into your power. So Ian's just here to trigger you to do that. I really hope that was helpful. Right, next we've got Marielle and Julio. Marielle and Julio, let's have a look what's happening with you. Marielle and Julio. Marielle, Julio is your twin flame. Marielle and Julio. Yes, he's your twin flame. You've both got karmic cords. Julio's looks a bit closer. Borderline. I'm on the fence whether he's still in this relationship, whether it's one he's recently left or there's just distance between him and that person and the relationship's on its way out. You've got a cord also. Your cord is old. This is an older relationship. So if you're in a relationship now, it's not karmic. This relationship I'm looking at that's corded to you is really old. So I'm going to cut that one for you. You need to start healing, darling, because you must be in a tremendous amount of pain at the moment, Marielle. It's like your heart is open to healing. You have an awareness of needing to do that, but you're not taking action. So I really hope that helps you. Yeah, I can't do that one. I can't do that one. I can't see that you are on the healing path. You're not committed to it. So I hope that's helpful for you. I'm really sorry that, you're finding this hard at the moment. Right, let's see who's next. Jackie M and Alex. Jackie M and Alex. Jackie M and Alex. No, Jackie, this person isn't your real twin. I'm just going to get in some information to figure out what's going on with this person. What's going on with Alex? What's the dealio? Let's have a look. mean, guys, the same cards every time. This is crazy. You see me shuffle them, right? It's just mad. Okay. So, Alex, I feel like there's been a lot of indecision surrounding this anyway, Jackie. You think you're in your power because you're being really assertive and strong and wrong, but real strength is in your compassionate heart, darling. It's not in being strong and trying to demand things and shouting and confrontation. This person's brought you a lot of pain and anxiety. They've rejected you in a brutal way, and you're still hanging around and hanging on to this because of self-love deficit. So you really need to get on the healing path, and you need to start healing yourself. You need to let Alex go. That is not a healthy connection that you are in. I feel like this is someone that leaves you, loves you, leaves you, loves you, leaves you. It's not healthy. Okay, let's see who's next. Right. Jeremy and Megan. Jeremy and Megan. Yes, you are twin flames. Megan looks to be in a karmic relationship. The karmic on her is up very, very close. I'd be very surprised if she wasn't in this relationship, because they're up very close, and there's a tremendous amount of unresolved karma there. Jeremy, yours is, you also have a karmic cord, but there is a distance there. I'm guessing it's 2 to 3 years old, that connection, and I can cut that one, so I'm going to do that for you. You need to start healing, my love, because you must be in so much pain right now. There is so much grief in your heart space, and there is a tremendous blockage there. You've got to take responsibility for your own healing. No one can do it for you. And my guides are saying you need to know that. You have a propensity to blame other people for your pain, and you need to know that you are responsible for your own feelings. You need to learn how to manage them. You need to learn to take responsibility for them. So I really hope that was helpful. Right, next up we've got Michelle and Sean. Michelle and Sean. Okay, let's have a look. Michelle and Sean. Michelle, Sean is not your twin. I don't see that you've got twin flame lights activated. Therefore, I'm going to pull some cards for you to see what else is going on in this connection. I'm going to shuffle them really well. So far, this has been absolutely mind-blowing, because the same cards come up every time. You see me shuffle them, right? Right, so it looks like you're married anyway, Michelle, and that's not working out for you. And I feel like you have very sexy messages with this person, but perhaps the union hasn't quite got off the ground, or you've not kind of come into a full relationship. There's a lot of emotional instability here, and you need to focus on yourself, my love. I don't think there's going to be any forward movement in this connection. It's not going to happen. So you need to focus on why you're unhappy in your current relationship and resolve that. I'm really sorry, but that person isn't your twin. So thank you. Okay, Liza and TM, you are up next. Liza and TM. Okay, guys, I'm going to close PayPal payments now. So if you've sent yours so far, I'm going to try. I don't know how many's on the list. Linda, if you could let me know how many's left on the list. I will try and get to as many of them as possible. If I don't get to you by the end of this live, I will send you a refund, and you will need to, you can come back to my live later and do it again. But it's really time consuming and too much hassle to try and transfer everyone over and figure it all out. So if I don't get to, I'm going to try and get to the end of this list. I'm just waiting for Linda to tell me how many are left on the list, but please do not send any more PayPal payments. Payments are now closed for these checks, because I need to stop soon. So Liza and TM, yes, you are a twin flame. it looks to me, Liza, that TM is probably still in a relationship. If they're not, it's probably that they've only recently left it, or this relationship is on its way out, because there is a distance between them. I can't cut that cord. Liza, you've got a cord that I can cut. It's probably fairly recent. I'm guessing this is a relationship you've just left. There's such a distance there. I'd be very surprised if you're still in it, but I can cut that cord, so I'm going to go and do that for you now. You may feel a bit wibbly wobbly for a couple of days. A lot of old memories coming up, so that's done. And just sit with that. Give yourself time and space to process it. Don't ignore it. So, Liza, your DM is very resistant to the triggers. They are not responding to them, and neither are you. You both have very blocked heart spaces. So this is dramatically slowing down your journey. It's keeping you very stuck. So you really need to focus on allowing the emotions that come up when you're triggered by this person. You're really good at distracting yourself from it and ignoring it. I feel like you're very resilient and you're very good at avoiding pain. You're a very level-headed person, but you really need to allow these emotions to flow. Yes, it stings, but the triggers serve you. They help you heal. So the advice from your guides is please open your heart. I am going to unblock your heart chakra. I'm going to do the same for your divine masculine. I'm seeing there's a lot of telepathic communication between you two, which in itself can be very healing. So you can trust that. Please trust that. It's going to help you move forward. So I really hope that that was helpful for you. Okay. Right. So I'm just going to find out from Linda and see how many are left. So guys, I am closing payments now. I'm not taking any more payments. So please don't send any more payments, because I'm going to end this live soon and I want to make sure I can get through everyone that's paid. Let's have a look. Linda, if you could let me know who's next on the list. And guys, if you want to book a full twin flame connection check, it is a lot longer than what I'm doing here. These are mini checks. When I do a full twin flame connection check, you get a mini clearing for both of you. I go into a lot more detail and share a lot more advice from my guides. It's a bit more expensive than this. It's £33.33, which I believe is about $47. You can book that through my website, happysouls1111.com. If you prefer spirit release therapy, that when you buy that for two people, that does include a free twin flame connection check. And spirit release therapy is really quite fabulous for clearing your twin's energy more thoroughly. So if you've been experiencing any really dark symptoms, that might be worthwhile checking out. Again, you can find information on my website, happysouls1111.com. Okay. So Linda's saying that I've covered everyone off the list, but there's a few whose information or payments we cannot find. So if you believe you have paid and you have a confirmation email from PayPal, please go and check that now. And if you can confirm to Linda your PayPal email address so that she can double check that. I want to try and cross these off before I close the live today. So if you believe you have paid and I've not done yours, you're very welcome, Michelle. If you believe you've paid and I've not done yours, you need to tell Linda your PayPal email address so that she can cross it off the list. Also, you may have stepped away from your computer and missed it. So I'm going to double check all the names I've been through. Also, Suzanne, you did send one through Super Chat. Let me do you now. What's the name of your twin, please? I'll do yours now, Suzanne. If you let me know the name of your twin. You did send it through Super Chat, but guys, Super Chat is for donations. Please don't pay for your mini checks through that. Javari, there is another payment method, but I'm not taking any more payments now anyway. I guess you could pay through Super Chat if that's your only option, but I'd rather you didn't, because I can't refund or track those payments if you're not on the list. Right, Suzanne and Ricky, let's have a look. Suzanne, Ricky isn't your twin. I'm really sorry. You don't have any twin flame lights activated. So this person isn't your twin, but let's just pull a few out. Right, so there's 3 people here saying, guys, I know that your comments aren't showing, but it's because you've put an email address in there, but myself and Linda can see them. So Vicious Scorpio, I can see that you've paid. Eliza and Giggly Monkey, I can see your email addresses. Linda will as well. We'll check that out for you, Suzanne. Let's see what's happening with you and Ricky. So I feel like this is a relationship that never really got off the ground in a grounded way. It was probably very sexual, but you're being asked to invest in yourself. You're in a lot of pain, and I feel like this person may also be in a lot of pain, and communication has probably been withdrawn. There's definitely a high-level soulmate connection here, but you're being challenged to learn how to communicate. And I don't think you're going to be able to move forward in this connection until you're able to resolve some of your pain and some of your communication issues. So I really hope that helps you. I'm sorry they are not a twin. Okay, so I'm just going to double check with Linda if she's confirmed these payments. Okay, so Naomi, so guys, please don't send any more payments. We're just trying to wrap up those that are still left on the list. If you believe you have paid and you haven't been called out or had your check, please post. Your email address won't show up in the live chat, but it will show up for myself and Linda as moderators. So just let us know that you've paid, and we can double check that against PayPal, and I can finish these before I close off today. Victoria Nielsen, I don't want a PayPal confirmation. I need your PayPal email address. If a PayPal confirmation, I have to open every single payment, and that's just not viable. So I really need an email address, please. We're just going to straighten the list out now. And I'll come back to you. So I'm going to do whatever is left before I leave. Glory, Glory, could you please let me know PayPal email address? If you've paid in, and I apologise that she's not got back to you. These payments come in very fast. It's very difficult to keep track of. So I have Linda helping me, but it's really hard. She's also trying to keep me updated with the list as we go. Rachel, I'm pretty sure I've done yours, Rachel. You may have missed it if you stepped away from your computer. I've definitely done a Rachel. Let me just check. Okay, so Rachel and Kevin, I've done yours, darling. You must have missed it, so you need to watch the playback. So you've definitely been done, Rachel. Purple Heart, I'm sorry that I've got you so wrong. I apologise. I mean, it's just how I read the cards. Perhaps I made a mistake, but it might not be shouting out or making demands, but having perhaps inappropriate demands or demands that are coming from a place of self-love deficit, unhealthy demands. Right, let's have a look. Right, Naomi, I've confirmed your payment, but I need to know your twin's name. Sarah D, you don't need to know who your twin could be. Oh, sorry, you're the lady that I said you've already met your twin. I mean, I can see that you've definitely met them. I can't tell you who it is because I don't get names. Adriana, I can see you. We'll check yours as well. Naomi, I can do yours. We've got your payment. Naomi and Lauren, I've done you already, darling. You've just missed it. I've definitely done them, Naomi and Lauren. Let me just check back through my list. Naomi and Lauren. That sounds really familiar. I'm sure I've done yours. No, I haven't. You weren't on my list. I beg your pardon. Let me just go down and double check. Okay, so Naomi and Lauren, let's do you now. Let's have a look, see. Naomi and Lauren. Akshada, no, you don't need to check again. If you've already had a confirmation, there is no need to pay for another twin flame connection check. Right, Naomi and Lauren. Nikki, I'm pretty sure I've done yours. I'll check for you in a minute. Right, Naomi and Lauren. No, I'm really sorry. Lauren isn't your twin, Naomi. Let's have a look at what is happening. So there's a lot of emotional imbalance in this connection. I feel like there was powerful communication between you and you've been very helpful about this connection, but this person is dealing with addiction problems or some kind of really unhealthy circumstances in their life that's stopping them from coming forward. This connection is about you and you need to get really independent and focus on yourself. I'm picking up a lot of manipulative energy here and potentially a third party also. I don't see any indication of there being a soul connection, but there does seem to be a lot of unhealthy energy, a lot of really intrusive thoughts that are keeping you stuck. So, okay, Rachel, sorry, we'll check yours again. If you could just let me know your email address again, and I'll get Linda to check it. Okay. So I'm sorry, Naomi, that wasn't the news you wanted, but that person is not good for you, it appears. Leah Kana, I'm not doing any more. I'm sorry, I've closed them and you're not supposed to pay through Top Chat. I cannot refund Top Chat, but as I've got a moment, I'm going to do it. But please, guys, do not send me any more payments. Do not send payments through Top Chat. I don't know how to disable it. I don't know how to disable Top Chat. Please do not send me any more payments through Top Chat. I can't refund those payments. So it's not ideal if I can't get to you. Okay, Leah Kana, I'm going to do yours anyway as you've paid. So, yeah, I'm not taking any more. Please don't send any more payments through PayPal. If any have come in the last few minutes, they will be refunded because I'm just trying to close off the list I've already got. Okay, so Leah Kana and Lexi. No, Lexi is not your twin. You do not have twin flame lights activated. So let me just check for you what is happening in that connection. Oh, same cards, man, every time. This is so mad. So, Leokana, I feel like Lexi is quite a self-absorbed person. You're being asked to make some dramatic changes for yourself here, which is going to empower you to stand on your own 2 feet in a much more positive way. I feel like you already know this. This isn't a karmic connection. It's a connection that's designed to help you learn about yourself and go within. There are some higher learnings here. Now, she may have been able to help you with work. I feel like this person's been a catalyst for supporting you in your career, but you're really needing to go on this inner journey and to move away from that connection. So I'm really sorry, but that is not a twin. Guys, please do not send any more payments. Right, guys, I'm going to ask those of you that believe you have paid, we can't find you. So there is a lot of people that we cannot find. You're sending us your PayPal email. We can't find payments from you. So if you could please send a screenshot of your PayPal payment to my email address. It's hello@happytwins1111.com. hello@happytwins1111.com. Forward me a copy of your PayPal confirmation and I will refund you. I need to close the live now. I'm really tired and we're not finding these payments. Now, if you have paid in the last 10 minutes after I've closed payments, I am going to have to refund you. So you will get your PayPal refund shortly. If you don't, drop me an email, hello@happytwins1111, and I will check that out for you and make a refund. Now, I will be back later. It's 9 p.m. UK time. If you want to see how that corresponds with your time, wherever you are in the world, you can go to worldtimebuddy.com. You can also see the time correspondences on my YouTube community page. So thank you everyone so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure to help you. And I look forward to seeing you later on for more of these twin connection checks. So if I didn't get you to you this time, I will get you to you next time. Hopefully it is first come, first serve. So thank you so much. See you soon. Bye-bye.